life practice community.
And stuff for today. Grab a cushion and a block. And we're gonna do hip opening. Slide this back slightly. Hip opening practice with a poetry theme inspired by class I just taught. I was reading some poetry. And when I first taught yoga, I used to read poetry all the time because I didn't know what to say. And felt kind of inspired by that to do a throwback. So just bring your body into your comfortable position. Invite length through your spine, vertebrae upon vertebrae. Release and soften through the shoulders. And then take some deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in and out, just let yourself come more into this moment. And then we're gonna move our body a little bit with the breath just to kind of wake up. Wake up isn't the right word. Get our wiggles out before we drop into stillness. And if you have an intention for your personal practice, establish that now. And mine is just to get some deep stretching. Some deep stillness. Just give yourself a moment to kind of look within and decide what you need. And then take a big breath in. We're going to circle our arms upward. And then just exhale, pass your palms through heart center. And then interlace the palms, push them down. And breathe in, lift up. Can you extend your arms over to the right now so you're getting a lateral side bend? And then lift all the way up and stretch to the left. Come all the way up, release your grip, inhale. And then let's go to the right side, landing the left palm on the right thigh, gazing over the right shoulder. And then inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And then rotate the opposite way. Lift all the way back up, arms reach up overhead. Gather your palms at your heart center. And then you're gonna come onto the hands and the knees, and let's move through a few cat-cows. So inhaling, tilting at the pelvis, lifting your chin, and then exhaling, curling the spine, tucking the chin. And then keep moving with your breath. And then if you want to make this stretching your own by like circling through the hips, go ahead. Just kind of doing whatever feels good. And then we're gonna snuggle into our first pose. So bringing your knees wide, sitting your hips back and either placing a bolster underneath your body or just coming flat on the mat. And then just kind of draping your arms around. Getting really heavy into the shape. Dropping into stillness and then just feeling the breath move through the body. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for. And if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow. If you have been opened by life's betrayals, or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving, to hide or fade or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own. If you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes. without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. I want to know if you can be faithless and therefore be trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty, even when it is not pretty every day. And if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand on the edge of a lake and shout to the sliver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair. Weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done for the children. It doesn't interest me who you are, how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself. And if you truly like the company you keep in empty moments. Take a few more breaths in that child's pose. And then lift your way up. We're going to make our way into a pigeon pose. So you're going to lay your right shin across the width of the mat. Wiggle the left knee back. If your right hip is lifted, you could always place your bolster underneath your bottom. Or you could have your bolster just kind of supporting your upper body. I think all of you guys have practiced with me before. You all know how to modify this shape. If pigeon isn't working for your knee or your body, you might lie on your back. Knowing that we'll be here for 3 minutes, so choose a pose that's sustainable. Dear human, you've got it all wrong. You You didn't come here to master unconditional love. This is where you came from and where you'll return. You came here to learn personal love. Universal love. Messy love. Sweaty love. Crazy love. Broken love. Whole love. Infused with divinity. Lived through the grace of stumbling. Demonstrated through the beauty of messing up. Often. You didn't come here to be perfect. You already are. You came here to be gorgeously human. Flawed and fabulous. Rising again into remembering. But unconditional love, stop telling that story. Love and truth doesn't need any adjectives. It doesn't require modifiers. It doesn't need the condition of perfection. It only asks you to show up and do your best. You stay present and feel fully. That you shine and fly and laugh and cry and hurt and heal. And fall and get back up and play and work and live and die as you. It's enough. It's plenty. Take a few more breaths. When you're ready, you can just slowly peel up and notice the way Princess has been lying on me for the last 5 minutes. When I did yoga teacher training, this is an assist we would do. When you're in pigeon pose, you would press down onto someone's sacrum to like deepen the stretch. So now I'm gonna have an unbalanced assist because she's not gonna do it on the left side probably. Oh, she's going. Let's see. All right, let's come up out of it. Oh. We were in there for more than 3 minutes because the poem was longer than 3 minutes. That's a little bit longer than I usually make you guys hold that shape. So just kind of stretch it out and see how that felt. Just gonna get another pillow because Princess really likes the bolster. Oh, maybe not. Okay. We're gonna come onto the opposite side. Maybe she just wants to like get in the way tonight. That's it. There we go, babe. Okay, so lay the left shin across the width of the mat. Wiggle your right knee back. Just support yourself into a shape that you know you can keep for about 4 minutes. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I? Who am I to be brilliant, to be gorgeous, to be talented, to be fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of the universe. And your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking, so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine. As children do. We were born to make manifest. The glory that is within us. It's not just in some of us. It's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
take a couple more breaths.
And make your way up out of that pigeon. Just kind of wiggling and moving in any way that makes sense to you. So the next pose that we're going to take is saddle pose. And so the first option is that you can bring your knees together, your heels apart, and sit your bottom onto a block. If you have particularly quite tight quads, this might be the best option for you. Or you might remove the block and sit straight down on your bottom. And if you have a bit of space in your quads, you might be able to walk the elbows back and lay on your back body. Remember that we're probably going to be here for closer to 4 or 5 minutes because the poems are longer than 3 minutes. I normally don't like to torture you guys and keep you here for so long. So choose an expression that is sustainable for you. Today, I choose to be happy. I choose to let go. I choose to be myself. To love myself. To cherish myself. Today, I choose to let go of the people whose company is toxic to my peace of mind. Today, I choose to be free. I choose to liberate my soul from the aches it's been through. Today, I choose to stay away from closed doors. I choose not to craft a wall around my heart. I choose to decorate it with lessons I've learned. I choose to paint it with respect and confidence. Today, I choose to forgive myself. For being too much of myself. For allowing myself to hurt myself. Today, I choose to embrace my flaws. I choose to accept my mistakes. Today, I choose to change. I choose to be better. I choose to move forward. I choose to guard my soul. Today, I choose to be brave. I choose to say no when saying yes hurts. Today, I choose to be wise. I choose to walk away from places I don't belong. I choose to embrace my time. For all that is timeless is precious. All that is precious is unique. All that is unique is different. And all that is different is beautiful. Today, I choose to be beautiful. Nice persistence, guys. We've been here for a while. Take a few more breaths. And then just make your way up out of it. Wiggling your way. And come onto your back. You're gonna drop both of your knees over towards the left, just a really simple twist. Opening your arms into cactus arms and gazing over the right shoulder. And we're just gonna do 2 minutes on either side. Love yourself when you talk too much, when you say the wrong thing, when you lash out, when you've messed up, when you're tired, when you feel sweaty and gross, when you've drank too much wine, when you didn't go to the gym all month, when you keep falling into the same patterns, when you're too predictable, when you feel like no one else does, and when you don't feel like it. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Can you draw your knees up through center? And then just send your knees the opposite way. Dropping into your spinal twist on the opposite side. It will be all right in the end, and maybe even in the middle. You will not suffer as long as you think you will. You are not fated to be unhappy. You are not destined for failure. Remember who you are. Let me say it again. Remember who you are. Be gentle. Practice exquisite acts of self-care. You don't have to be as strong as you think you do. You don't have to be wise and certain about your path. Your frailty is beautiful. And your innocence too. Getting lost is another exercise in navigation. You can't fix everything you touch. Just draw your knees up through center. That wasn't the end of the poem, don't worry. We're just 2 minutes through. So we're gonna come into our last pose before Shavasana. I'll finish the poem. So I'm gonna give you an option. You can either come to legs up the wall, or you might simply lift your hips up and place a bolster underneath your hips and just, block or bolster, and just stay in the middle of the room. So either pose works. Letting the blood flow come from the legs back into the head and the heart. You can't fix everything you touch. You won't break everything you touch. Don't apologize if you're tired. Don't second guess your stomach. Maintain eye contact with everything, especially yourself. Fall to your knees at least once a day. Say yes at least twice. Love daringly. Wholly. Unapologetically. Believe in magic. Befriend your fear. Look up. Listen. The birds will tell you everything you need to know about flight. Forgive yourself your great sadness. Unlock what hurts. Make a prayer for loss. Unpen your words. Get messier than anyone thinks you should. You'll know when you're ready. I'll say it again. You'll know when you're ready. Come from your legs up the wall, all the way back down. So cold that I need a sweater. And do any last movements that you need to just kind of finish off your practice. If you want to take any last stretches or any little movements. And then just stretch your way out into whatever your final resting pose shape is. And I have one last poem to share with you. And this is a poem that I wrote. It was actually a visualization exercise. I think I wrote it on maybe day 8 or day 9 or day 10, alcohol free. And I was imagining what it would be like to get to day 30. I lived for the milestones. And so this is a poem that I wrote not on day 30, but it was imagining day 30. Today is day 30, alcohol free, May 13th, 2019. I woke up at 3:45 to walk into the sunrise because it has been a month of sunrises, a month of tears, peanut butter truffles, hugs and tears within hugs. Yoga, yoga, yoga. Loving kindness meditations, offering love in all the ways I can. Shape, pump, spin, choir, guitar, making the bed in the morning, washing the dishes each day, pausing to eat breakfast. One small habit change has had a ripple effect through my life. Nachos without beer, pasta without wine, workouts without hangovers, brunch exactly as it should be with coffee. Who knew? Here I am, grateful. After 27 trips around the sun, 12 of those with a drink in my hand, 4 of those in the Middle East, which brought me face to face with this. I feel free. And I now realize I was holding myself back this whole time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who walked beside me this month. You know who you are, near and far. I did this myself, but I couldn't have without you. And here I go, stronger and wiser into month 2. When you're lost and alone, oh, you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground and carry on. When you're lost and alone, oh, you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground and carry on. Carry on, carry on. Just give your body a little wake up wiggle. Run a nice long stretch, fingertips all the way through toes. Curl your knees into your chest. Give your body a nice little hug. And then just gently make your way up to seated. Lengthening up through the spine and sealing off our practice with a shared Om sound. So if you want to join, we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale through to make the Om. So take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Our intention is that we remain consistent with this practice and that it serves and it helps and it heals all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe and be happy and be healthy and free. And may the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. So we're going to finish with an Om. We're going to inhale and exhale and inhale through to make an Om. So take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Oh my goodness, I just did 2 Oms. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Have a beautiful evening. The 2 Oms was on purpose. Namaste. Oh, thank you guys.